All right, thank you, Peter. Microphone's working. Thanks everybody for coming. I know people travel from far and wide to get here, and so really appreciate seeing you all here. And as Peter said, we're doing our second PaymentsFN. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Spreedly. I have, I think, 6 minutes, so they've got me on a pretty tight leash. It's probably a good idea. As Peter said before, I want to thank our sponsors, Authorized.net, I think one of the first gateways we ever integrated to, a great partner for us. We do transactions in the millions with them over the course of a year. Google's here, Google Pay. Who uses Google Pay? So any transactions you do in Durham for the next 2 days, they're paying for? Did I get that right? Okay, maybe that's not quite accurate. But so Google Pay, sponsor last year and again this year, just like Authorized.net. And then Sikic, who is our PCI, helps us with PCI Level 1. We've been with them for a long time when they were called 403 Labs. They're also paying for everything that you know. I remember when we first raised money, the very first call we did was to 403 Labs, and we said, we can now begin on the path towards becoming a level 1 provider. So long-term names up here that we've worked with since 2012 in many cases. Okay, so where is Spreedly at today? This is how we see our customers and the questions they have for us, the features they want, the demands they put upon us. So really 3 categories, and I'll talk about this a little bit more on the next slides. Revenue enablement, revenue optimization, and revenue transparency. So starting back in 2012, really when we began on this trip, really thinking about how we help merchants scale payments. And the first thing is being merchant first. So what's unique about us is we are software for payments. As you all know, we don't ever actually do the processing. And we realized that that would allow us a lot of flexibility versus trying to build everything around monetizing that transaction. If we were free from that, that would give us a lot of flexibility to build merchant-first services. Developer-friendly was key because most of our customers are focused on time to market, speed, flexibility. So being developer-friendly meant that they could deploy apps and change what they were doing in a very, very quick period of time. And that really lined well with why they were looking for help from us, why we were trying to work with them. Security-focused. We try and make security as fun as possible. We always know it's there. We know it's the overhang. We know that that's why you're with us. We know that's why we have a business, because we help there. We're always focused on that, but we wanted to make sure that that didn't become a burden, didn't sort of drive our culture. We were still very focused on being developer-friendly and helping you do things rapidly. And all that meant maximum flexibility. So many of you use these services, iframe, tokenization, integration to lots and lots of gateways, the ability to add other API, third-party points. Third-party tokenization, that is where we're pushing a card into a gateway and getting back the gateway-specific tokens. So you can have 2 tokens if you need that for business rules, redundancy, quick switching. Those are all key core parts of the service that we have today, and we think about them really being focused on enabling you to transact in a secure way, quickly. I think what's changed for us, what we've added to that, is more recently, I think we've grown. I think our customers have grown. I think our customers that we talk to are larger. You now have payment teams in-house. You've now been at this for a while. And you're looking for more than just enablement. You're really looking for us to help you optimize those transactions. And sometimes that's third-party services that we, very developer-centric company, can go and integrate to. We do that well. We offer things like account updater that increases the chances of success. Third-party fraud services, one of the sort of a big wave of transaction volume there for us recently from customers standing up third-party fraud services. Things like network tokenization, decline salvage services as well. So those are third-party things we can integrate to. And then, of course, we have we have our own data. We have our own IDs in-house. We have one of the things that's unique about us is that we see data across a lot of providers, and so we can leverage that to help our customers. And one of the ways to do that is through intelligent routing. So So we still really focus on enabling, but we're now also working with customers who are pushing us, and we're excited about looking at optimizing, helping you optimize transactions. And that can be even things like Google Pay that you heard talk before, where mobile payments, when we talk to customers that use these third-party things like Apple Pay, Google Pay, they see higher success rates, especially in mobile checkout. So, transaction agnostic, merchant friendly, whatever we can do to help you optimize that transaction as quickly as possible. So Spreedly, it's been an exciting time for us. We are profitable. We're plowing every cent that we make back into the business to continue to grow and grow as fast as we can. I think we added 15 new employees, more or less, in Q1 alone. So lots of new faces for us. And when I say we're plowing every dollar back into the business, what that means is, we'll invest at least $30 million in designing and building, deploying, supporting, selling and marketing what we do. So we feel like we're hitting a critical mass where we can really, continue to grow the service for you, be the best service possible that you can have, and really continue to focus in on that merchant first. We do think that's kind of unique. I don't think that there's anybody in payments who says they're not merchant friendly, but there's also always a conflict of interest between monetizing that transaction and servicing you, and we like that we have that independence from that today. So that's it for me. Thank you again all for coming. I'm really excited over the next day, day and a half, and into Thursday to see presentations from customers. Very informative last year. I'm sure it'll be great again, and thank you all for coming here. Thanks very much.